Well, right now, it's hard to believe, but there are about this week and next week, I do believe, left at Music Mountain, unless I'm wrong about that, but we'll find out how quickly I'm wrong about that or not. We bring in Oskar Espina Ruiz, who is the artistic director at Music Mountain again this morning. Good morning, Oskar.
Good morning, Marshall. No, you're absolutely right. So we have 2 more Sundays left at Music Mountain, and we are very happy that we still have music. You know, most summer festivals finish around Labor Day weekend, but we do go on for 3 more Sundays, now 2 more remaining. So September 15 and September 22nd, both Sundays at 3.
Yeah, the Saturday concerts, we remind people, the Twilight concerts are done for the season.
That's right. Very good. Yeah, good to remind. Yeah, last year after Labor Day, Saturdays really kind of came down in terms of attendance. It's a different crowd, and we said, well, let's build up the rest of the summer for Twilight before we go back to having Saturday concerts after Labor Day. So yeah, no Saturday concerts in September.
But you have hit a couple of home runs for your final 2 weeks.
For sure. I mean, we are so proud of bringing back the Dover Quartet. I was just checking our historic files, and they did come to Music Mountain in 2012. The Dover Quartet, let's not forget, I mean, it's acclaimed as the best young string quartet in the United States. I mean, young as in their early 30s, not that young, but really a tremendous professional quartet. But in 2012, they weren't that famous at all, yet they were invited to play at Music Mountain. So we are very, very, very proud of mentoring these young quartets that then go on to becoming so wonderful and so famous. Also, Shanghai Quartet, last weekend, actually 2 weekends ago, played at Music Mountain for their 30th year in a row. Can you believe that? So again, Shanghai Quartet, when they came to Music Mountain, they were really young. Now they are so well established and so wonderful. So very, very proud to mentor young quartets. And next Sunday, the 15th, will be one of those cases with the Dover Quartet coming to play Mozart, Hindemith, and Brahms. What a program.
You know, you're making me feel old here, Oskar, because this year was the year that I actually got into broadcasting in high school. But beginning in January, that'll be the official 50-year mark for me being continuously in broadcasting. So when you say 30 years, I say to myself, damn, if he thinks 30 years is a long time, wait till he gets to 50 years.
No. Look, people, I mean, you remind me of our wonderful Alice Gustafson, who has been taking tickets at the door for, many, many decades. Yesterday she was talking about how she remembered our inaugural season in 1930. She was at the inaugural season in 1930, and there she is still coming to the concerts at Music Mountain. Well, that's a few more than 50, Marshall.
Just a little more than 50. So these two will wrap up the season, and we'll speak a little bit about. So what do you think about the year to date so far?
It's been great. I mean, it's been different, I would say. For example, at the beginning, we were concerned that ticket sales were a little bit below last year, but then we caught up. The trend is changing, and this is quite nerve-wracking. I have to say that all around the industry, the ticket sale trend changes towards people buying tickets in the last minute. So we don't know how many programs to print, or we don't know what to expect in terms of the crowd. But at the end of the day, Music Mountain has a tremendous following, and the attendance has been wonderful. And then what happens at Music Mountain, and this is never different, is that once people come, they love it. I've seen more people come to picnic before the concert. That was very refreshing. We are planning to buy a few more picnic tables so that we can accommodate that. And then the painting music event, for example, a community event, was very well attended. So we plan to grow that. And there have been all sorts of wonderful breakthroughs with the education programs. We started something we did years ago, a program for adult musicians. So we will continue to do that, and partnerships with Kids Play in Torrington. We may expand that to other partnerships, and including bringing this program for artists, probably in conjunction with our Music Mountain Academy. So always new ideas, refreshing, projects coming onto the table. And this year, in that regard, has been very, very fruitful. So we're looking forward to, finishing a great season on September 15th and then September 22nd, and then moving on to planning the great 91st season in 2020.
Amazing. Well, all right. So once again, musicmountain.org, musicmountain.org. We'll speak to you a final time 1 week from today, Oskar.
Sounds great. Thank you, Marshall.
Take care. That is Oskar Espina Ruiz, the artistic director at Music Mountain. And once again, this Sunday and next Sunday will be it with the Dover Quartet, musicmountain.org.